Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Chalking with Chocolate Girl. My name is Brenda, so I'm going to be chalking with you tonight and explaining to you a little bit about Chalk Couture and what the company has for amazing products and why I love it so much. So I'm going to give a few minutes for anybody to come on. So when you come on, pop in, say hello, let me know that you're watching. And if you have any questions throughout the night, please pop them in the comments below and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. I'm just going to see if I can bring it up here so I can see all the comments. Again, I'm just going to give a couple more minutes for people to pop on. I'm just going to get a couple of little things handy. Of course, every time I open up my black paste, I get black all over me. All right, so we've got a couple of people on. So I'm just stirring my chalk paste here. Not long ago, Chalk Couture reformulated our chalk paste, and they still made it so that it is amazing. It's a semi-permanent chalk paste. It is not a paint, it is a paste. And as you can see here, it's so nice and creamy. I don't know if the light can catch it properly here. It's just nice and smooth. I haven't chalked in a little bit, so I'm just giving it a little bit of a stir. It's still amazing. I'm just going to put that to the side. So tonight I'm going to make this guy here on our little cutting board. This is one of our single-use cutting board, single-use surfaces, which is our cutting board. They hold a 5x7 transfer, which is an A-sized. And that's what I'll be using tonight. If you'll look behind me, I do have other transfers all in different sizes. We have a B size, which is the average sheet of paper. So if you hear me talking about A, B, C, D size, they're a 5x7 for an A. They're an 8x11 for a B size. A C size is 12x18, which I have here. I'll just pull that truck down. So this is our C size. Our D size is this big guy here. They are 18x18. And our amazing E size, they are huge, are 18x24, and they really make a wow project with so little effort. So as you can see, we have something for everybody. But tonight we're going to do a nice small quick project just to show you the ease of use. And there's a few more different A size that we have available. There's dozens available, so there's no shortage of a design that you would like. So I'm just going to get that one out of the way. So who's all here? Don't forget to say hello. I'm just going to try to find some colors here that'll match the French fries that will stand out on the cutting board. I think obviously we should do this part of the box in the red. So I'm just going to get my red here. Again, I haven't been down here in a little while, so Some of my paste may be a little thicker. This is an older formula paste, so it isn't always wonderful, but it's still awesome. So again, our chalk pastes are semi-permanent. It means you can wash them off. So if you make a mistake, it's not a huge deal. You can either touch it up or you can wash off your design and you can start over. We have some surfaces that are totally reusable that you can wash off again and again and again, and they don't lose their quality at all. You won't even tell that you had anything on there more than once. Some of the surfaces I love chalking on, my microwave, because you can actually wash it off. So you can use your microwave as your seasonal decor. So you don't have to buy our surfaces, you can chalk on anything you like. And I don't know how well that's going to show up. So I may play with a couple of colors. I think I'll use the daffodil. I know it's a little more yellow than what we normally do, but we'll give it a nice toast in with some of this color here. So this is a brand new transfer. Hi Vicki, how you doing? Thank you for coming on tonight. Hi Noelle, no, I'm not going to blush this time, I promise. Yet. Not saying I won't blush later, but not right yet. So our silk screen transfers are just this. They're a vinyl and they have a silk screen to them. So it allows a nice smooth finish to the project that you're applying your chalk paste to. I don't know if I can zoom in close enough. So you can see that little mesh that's in there. That's actually a silk screen. And then the rest of the vinyl is self-adhesive. So you can see it's pretty sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring over my towel. You can use any old towel. If you don't want to use your towels, you can use your shirt, your pants, just something that's going to put a little bit of lint onto the back of your transfer so it's not quite as sticky. And that way you can use your transfers again and again because you're not going to stretch them out. If you're using your transfers on a very shiny surface like a metal or glass, you really want to make sure that you fuzz very, very well because you could stretch your transfer. It is vinyl, it is silk screen, so it is like a material, it's like a cloth. So if you stretch it from corner to corner, it might not go back, and you could stretch out the seam like on the edges, and then it just won't lay flat on your surface, so you might get a little bit of bleeding underneath your under your transfer, and then you won't get a nice crisp clean line. So I don't know if you can see here, but I'm just going to try and center it as well as possible. When you use a transfer that is perfectly sized for your surface, it's very easy to line up. You just center it on your surface, easy peasy. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to mark the back of my transfer backer, just so I know that the shiny side is what goes against the stick. And then on the other side you just mark an X. I like to mark the name of the transfer so that way if I'm doing multiple projects I know which one belongs to what. Because sometimes I have a mess of transfers going on you can't even imagine. Hey Mitch, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. Hi Leanne. Oh, I have so many B-size transfers. Yes, I'm going to be taking a picture of all my stock that I have on hand, and I will be posting them in another post later this evening, or possibly on my Friday's post. All right, anybody have any questions before I start? Any color suggestions? So again, this says, did you say exercise or extra fries? Around here, we always want extra fries. So we talked a little bit about the transfer. We talked a little bit about surfaces. And this is one of our reusable surfaces. This is our board and base. I did this on a live about a week or so ago. So this is a reusable surface. So this is one that you can wash off just with water. That's all you need is a little bit of water. You spray it down, and you just take a board eraser or your towel, but all you need is water and it'll come right off. Hi Carrie, thanks for coming on. All right, so this is the only tool that you're going to need when you use our chalk paste. You don't need any paintbrushes unless you want to, but it's actually better if you use our little squeegee. And these are little silicone squeegees, and they do have our little logo on them. I don't know if you can, they're nice and flexible, and there's a little bit of a bevel edge. So that way you get a nice smooth application on your chalk paste. So all I did earlier was I added a little bit of water to my paste because it was a little on the thicker side, and I'm going to give it a stir. And because this is the formula, I am going to do a chalk and full method, and all that is I'm going to pull up my transfer as I'm chalking. That way it doesn't dry onto the silk screen and it doesn't lift up when I pull up the transfer. So I'm just loaded up my paste, and I'm going to work in one direction, and I'm just going to apply the paste to my transfer, nice and easy. I like to work in one direction, and then when you get to the finer areas, so now I've applied my paste and I'm smoothing it out, and I'm scraping off the excess and I'm putting it back into the jar. Our paste go such a long way, and they are water-based, so very easy cleanup. The darker colors may stain. All right, so I'm going to peel this up a little bit. As you can see, our transfers are pretty sticky. And I'm just going to lay that back down gently, but I'm not going to really flatten it out. Excuse my reach here. So now we're going to do what they call a hot mess method. We're just going to use a couple of different colors, and we're going to just slap it on, because French fries are never one solid color. They always have a dual tone to them. So I'm just going to add, again, a little bit of water here. And this is just some distilled water in my spray bottle. I will be posting in my comments below mystery kit bundles, and included in that you will get an A-sized surface, an A-sized transfer, you will get one chalk paste packet. This is a paste packet here, and I have a few different colors that you might get into your package. And you will get a mini squeegee, and if you already have a squeegee, you can absolutely swap it out for an extra paste packet. That way you have a couple of colors to choose from while you're creating, not a problem. So once I am all done the live, I'm going to post that link in the comments so you can come back and just click on it after. And if you're watching the replay, just comment hashtag replay in the comments. That way I know you are watching, because somebody this week is going to win a mystery bundle from me. So somebody who's commented or interacted with me this week, everybody's going to be entered into win another little mystery pack, and they're valued at $25. So that's pretty awesome. So don't forget to comment. So I'm just going to grab a couple of little spatulas, and yes, they're the Couture Teal. So I'm going to give it a stir again, add a little bit more water. The new paste, you do not need to add as much water. They don't dry out as quickly, so they're a lot nicer to work with. And because I have so many pastes, it's going to take a little while before I get all of my paste into the new formula. I'll get there. All right. So now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the hot mess method. And as you can see, it's a hot mess. And I just don't want to get any color contamination into my paste jar, so I'm just scraping off as much as I can. So it doesn't look too good now, but watch this. Now we're going to smooth everything out. Now you want to be careful when you're using the hot mess method. Some colors do not blend as nice with each other as others do. So when you're first starting out, if you're not familiar with color, you may just want to stick with similar colors when you're using the hot mess. Otherwise you could get some muddy browns, which, you know, could be what you're going for. You could be going for the camo look. This is a great method for a camo look. Now I'm going to scrape off all the excess. Now because I have two colors mixed, I am not going to scrape it back into my jar. I will actually put it in another little jar that I have. They're just out of camera reach, so. And here we go. What do you think? Hey Mom, how are you? Thanks for popping on and thanks for watching. So I'm just going to put this off to the side. I don't think I have any touch-ups to do. Maybe just a little bit. What's fun about our surfaces, if you like the very vintage look, you can sand down the edges and you can make it really distressed looking. You can add a little bit of ribbon, you can add a flower if you wanted to. It'd be really cute if you could get something like a mini, like McDonald Land toys or something that you could dangle off of there to look really cute. So you can finish it off however you like, or you can leave it plain. It's got cute little keyhole to hang it up with. And there's that. So this is our new cutting board. They are available on my chalk site, www.chalk chalkcouture.ca/B410, and you can find them there, and I'll also put that in the links below. And don't forget to join my VIP and like my Chocolate Girl page. So I'm just going to close up my chalk paste. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Oh, thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Carrie. Thanks. Thanks, Mom. Gotta love it when Mom comes watching. And I'm just going to put some of this off to the side here, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to clean up these transfers. I'm just going to add a little bit more water into that one. So just for your info, I used the Daffodil chalk paste, and these are 3-ounce jars. And you can see that like not much got used out of there at all, and I got all that left over. So we used the Daffodil, we used Camel. I don't think Camel is available anymore, but there's the Camel. And a color that I'm going to be using so much of coming up, because we got Canada Day coming this summer. Hopefully we can display our Canadian pride all over the place, since there probably won't be a whole lot of celebrations, so we can display our pride around our yards. And this is our Scarlet. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. We also have a Candy Apple. There's not much difference between the two. The Scarlet, I find, is just a little bit more of a blue look to it. And look at that, I didn't even use the black. Just closing up my jars so that way they don't dry out too much. So now we're going to go on to the cleaning. Seal, not deal. I've had a long week, so my words may not be coming out proper, and I promise I haven't had a glass of wine yet. Maybe soon. So as you can see, I just sprayed down my transfer with some water. You can take it into your kitchen sink, you can run it under some running water, and then just kind of smush it around with your fingers under the running water. I like using the spray bottle and the towel. I have dedicated towels just for my chalking, so they get all the staining, not my good towels. And this way I don't use as much paper towels. I can just pop a load of towels into the wash at the end of the week, and I'm ready, set to go. So you will get some staining on your transfer, especially with the darker colors, like I said earlier. The main thing you want to do is just make sure that you get the screen part of your transfer clean. See how easy that came out? It really is amazing stuff to work with. And like I said, you can chalk on anything. There hasn't been anything that I haven't been able to chalk on. When I first started my chalking, I attempted to chalk on a cork trivet. And that was before I even really learned anything. So the only thing that I learned from that is you wax your cork first. That way you don't peel up the little cork bits. And that's it. If you find over time that your transfer doesn't get or isn't as sticky as it used to be, you can use a disinfectant wipe on the back of your transfer, and that will help remove any extra lint that you've collected over time, and it will restore a lot of the stick. I just got a little sliver on there for string. And if you run it under some running water, you just want to let it dry before you put it away. And there, that's it. So I'm going to put that back into the package. So I'm just going to show you a couple more of the surfaces that we have. I can't show you all the transfers that are available because there's just so many. We have everything from farmhouse to the garden. We have a new mini celebration suite catalog that is launching tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So if you go onto my Chalk site tomorrow morning at 11, you'll start seeing all of those new products pop up. And I will post a link to the catalog in my VIP group, which I think it's already there. So you can have a flip through the catalog there and see what is being released tomorrow. And launch days, usually the really cute things sell out quickly. So you don't want to wait. You want to get on there and get your stuff. So look through the catalog tonight, and if there's something that you really have to have, let me know tonight, and I'll try to place that order for you, or just head on over to my Chalk site and click on it. If you are a Chalk Club Couture member, you can get $9.95 shipping as opposed to the $14.95 shipping, so it's a lot better deal if you're part of the Club Couture. And I will talk all about Club Couture in another post, so stay tuned. So just to recap, this is what we created tonight. Get out of the shadows here. Did you say exercise or extra fries? And I will always go with the extra fries. So that is our cutting board. That is also the same surface, and it is double-sided, so you can create on both sides. It is the same surface that's on our box frames. So you can see it's the same color wood. And the box frames are also double-sided, and they have that white wood grain. And the white wood grain is on our simple shapes. I just got these in, and they're awesome. I've got to show these to you. So these are our simple shapes, and this is how they come in when you order them. You get 2 of the 6-inch square, and you get 2 of the 6-inch circles. They're double-sided. These are great for our welcome boards. So that way you can put your seasonal designs on here. You can punch a hole in them, and then you can just hang them in place of the O and have it change out every season, which is awesome. Another one of my favorite surfaces is this guy. This is our spinning bistro frame. I'm just going to clear away some of this clutter here. Put things back where they came from. So yes, this is the spinning bistro frame. It is metal, double-sided. It is one of our reusable reusable surfaces. Sorry, all of our transfers are reusable. So this is our reusable surface, and you could again change it up as often as you like. It's one of my favorites. I love this guy. We have our palette boards like this, and again it's that white wood grain finish. So this is unchanged look to the palette board. This is chalk directly on that. So beautiful. You can chalk on both sides. Only one side has that nice little wood grain look to it. A little close up there. And then this is what it looks like when you color it and distress it. So this is just sanded down on the edges. And then I used a little bit of our Marvelous chalk paste, and I just did a water wash, and I sanded that down a little bit more. So that's another one of my favorite transfers. The house was clean yesterday. Sorry you missed it. And one more surface that I'm going to show you is our reclaimed drawer font. I knew that was going to happen. So this is an awesome surface. Again, it has that white wood grain look to it, so you could distress it more than how it comes in. And this is another one of my favorite sayings. I love all the fun stuff. And tomorrow, a lot of our surfaces are going at a reduced rate cost. So there's going to be some good deals, and I have a feeling that they might be some surfaces that are maybe being retired once this catalog is done with. So if you like any of those surfaces, you might want to stock up on them. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you had as much fun. Don't forget to comment on the rest of my posts this week, because somebody will win a mystery pack, and you never know what you're going to get. It might be something fun, it might be something garden, something summery. There's a couple of options, and I have more, but they're out of reach. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to join my VIP, like my page, and if you want to see more of what Chalk Couture is about, please follow me for the rest of the week, and we're going to have some fun. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks.